Hello people, I am John, host of Video Games in the World. I know I am late reviewing this, but this has been a long time coming now. So, welcome to my review of Zack Snyder's Justice League cut. I indeed saw the Joss Whedon movie, but after watching this version, I gotta say, this is the superior version. Exactly what many people wanted to see back in 2017. Imagine the millions this would have been made if Zack Snyder's vision was put in 2017. This movie is 4 hours long, and I was like, wow. So what can I say about this movie? Well, it was a spectacular movie, and as I said, superior to the Whedon movie from start to finish. It was well written and well directed. If WB allowed Snyder's vision to come true all these years ago, the movie would have been a major critical and box office hit, as I said. So, with all that said and done, this is Zack Snyder's Justice League, and this is a spoiler-free review. Some time has passed since the death of Superman during his climactic battle with Doomsday. The world mourns the fallen hero, but a new threat has arrived on Earth. Superman's death has triggered the Mother Box's reactivation and the appearance of Steppenwolf, one of Darkseid's servants on Earth. Steppenwolf aims to regain favor with his master by gathering the boxes to form the Unity. If Batman and Wonder Woman are to stop the world's destruction, they must gather other heroes to work together as a team and stop the imminent threat of apocalypse. This was a vast improvement over the 2017 movie. Now, the action sequences of the 2017 movie, such as Gadot and Miller scenes, were good, but the plot, the writing, the pacing, villain, and computer-generated imagery were not so good. I mean, the Whedon version tried to be like Age of Ultron, and I didn't like that. And there was too much cheesy humor in that one as well. Now, as much as I like that they had Danny Elfman composing in that movie, but still, the Whedon version was boring and dumb. Now, this movie had a much better plot, familiar scenes we saw in the 2017 film, and much better character development, and I loved Hans Zimmer's theme of Wonder Woman. It was so phenomenal, and the one who composed the music did really, really good. I also liked how the action sequences in many scenes were pretty graphic, since it was announced to be R-rated than PG-13, thanks to social media sites like Facebook and Twitter, who revealed that. What I also liked was the inclusion of Darkseid, who appears in some scenes, and not like Thanos, who appeared piece by piece in every MCU movie until his big role in Infinity War and Endgame. Now, there are some parts that were a bit meh. I'm not mentioning which ones, but I'm not gonna spoil anything. But overall, it was fantastic. Ben Affleck was an awesome Batman. When he was announced in 2013 that he was going to be Batman, I was just skeptical. But after watching him in Batman vs. Superman, he exceeded my expectations. Gal Gadot also exceeded my expectations when she was portraying the character of Wonder Woman perfectly. Ezra Miller, well, I still see him more of a Wally West than Barry Allen, but he was a good Flash overall. Ray Fisher did a great job as Cyborg, and Jason Momoa was a cool Aquaman. I didn't like the Aquaman movie that much, but it was still a good movie. I like the music too, as I said. Tom Holkenborg did a good job. Although I like Danny Elfman's music, Holkenborg did an awesome job. And this movie took too long to make, and there was a lot of struggles with it. Its script underwent major changes before and during production between 2016 and 2017. In May 2017, Snyder stepped down during post-production following the death of his daughter, and Joss Whedon was hired to finish the film, completing it as an uncredited director. Whedon oversaw reshoots and other changes that incorporated a brighter tone and more humor, and cut the runtime down significantly in accordance with a mandate from Warner Brothers. The theatrical Justice League received mixed reviews and was a box office bomb, leading Warner Brothers to reevaluate the future of the DCEU and focus development on individual films. As details surface about the film's troubled production and its state before Snyder stepped down, many fans expressed interest in an alternate cut more faithful to Snyder's vision. Fans and members of the cast and crew petitioned for the release of this, which they nicknamed the Snyder Cut. At the time, industry insiders regarded the release as unlikely. However, Warner Brothers decided to move ahead with it in February 2020. In May, Snyder announced that the original cut would be released as Zack Snyder's Justice League via the streaming service HBO Max. It cost around $70 million to complete the visual effects, score, and editing, with new material filmed in October 2020. The cut was originally planned to be released as both a miniseries and a 4-hour film, but plans for the miniseries were scrapped by January of this year. The film is dedicated to the memory of Snyder's daughter, Autumn. Rest in peace, and Snyder, I'm sorry for your loss. Stay strong, friend. So the movie is on HBO Max. Go and see it if you have it. And finally, to wrap this up, this was an overall good movie, more improvised than the Whedon cut, with much better action sequences and character development. Well done, Mr. Snyder. My final score for Zack Snyder's Justice League is an 8 out of 10. What score did I give the Whedon cut? A 5 out of 10. So remember, everyone, don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. I am John, host of Video Games in the World. Have a good one, and I'm going to review soon the episodes from 1 to 3 of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, hopefully by next week. If certain issues let me do it, of course. So, that's it for today. Have a good one. Later.